What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Happy New Year's. From Treasure Talks, we are back at it again with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel like you need to do. We are still in season 1, okay? Love, life, be lifing. However, we about to wrap this season on up so we can go ahead and get to season 2. Okay, but we're at episode 6, where we are discussing social media being mentally draining. Okay, that's what the things that we're going to talk about here today. Okay, we're going to keep it real, raw, and uncut.
Period.
All right, y'all. So cool. Since we all are in the new year of 2024, I'm pretty sure it's a celebration for everybody. With me being a Gemini, you being a Gemini, what's your sign?
Leo.
With you being a Leo, it's all good. But okay, so cheers. I just got something. Okay, cheers to success. Cheers to just love, peace, happiness.
Yes.
Cheers. We drinking reposado, y'all. Ooh. All right, cool, y'all. So let's get into it. First, we're gonna get with quote of the day.
I feel like my eyes going everywhere.
They shouldn't.
Well, I just don't know what to look at.
Yeah.
This is the main camera.
The pineapples?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
The pineapple is the main. Okay. And so then, like, if you're talking and you're just doing your own thing, it don't matter which camera you look at from that point.
Okay. I'll just make
But
sure.
this is the main.
I just feel like I was like wide-eyed.
Yeah, like you just like all over the place. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. So basically, we're going to go over quote of the day. Quote of the day basically explains everything we're going to discuss today dealing with episode 6 of social media being mentally draining. Okay, let's get to quote of the day. Everything has to be pink. Take that social media break. Delete it. Never judge a book by its cover. And this is by episode 6 cast, us 3. And you'll realize why later. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to discuss dealing with social media being mentally draining is relationship goals / family. All right, cool. So, okay, how do you feel that social media drains the brain or drains your mental thinking on relationships? Like, what's your intake on that?
I think it sets an unrealistic standard.
For sure. I definitely feel that.
It definitely sets an unrealistic standard because I just know from like me growing up, you had to be there in person to see it.
Exactly.
Now you can just get on social media and be like, oh, let me see what their relationship look like. When
Exactly.
you really never know what's going on behind the scenes.
Only on what's
Because they only post what they want you to.
exactly. That plays a part in it. And then you have a lot of people who tend to be like single. And then they get on social media and they get to scrolling and they start seeing like the little romantic stuff that you see, you know, whatever. But a lot of that stuff be fake. A lot of that stuff be like commercial, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff don't be real. So I be feeling like people who are single and feel like they're alone, they shouldn't base social media or what they see on social media should be based on how they should feel. Because that really messes you up emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And pretending like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a dude and I want a family. And every time I get on Instagram, I'm always seeing these reels of these families. And now I'm depressed because why don't I have that? But you never really know what that person went through or what those people went through to get to where they are. Maybe it's just not your time yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Or-
like, how do you feel about that?
Or about, what's going on behind closed doors, because, you can always paint a pretty picture,
Exactly.
And, the quote, everything that glitter ain't gold. So,
Yeah.
Everything is lit and gold.
so I can't really look at social media and, others' relationship and try to compare it to myself because, I'm a single woman. Okay. And,
What was that about?
It's the eye for me.
I already know the situation. Bro.
okay,
You straight.
anyways. So I just feel like if I was to do that, I would literally drive myself insane. looking at all of the couples, everything that I want personally, even though, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not my time right now. Like, I'm just not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, social media doesn't help it. Not only is social media painting this like picture of everything is like just so perfect when you're a couple, and everybody want happiness, everybody want this, but the reality of it is you have to go through a lot of stuff, because I can't cuss, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
in order to get to that happy place,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't see that part. We just seeing the happy. We just
You see in a picture,
yeah, you just
but
seeing the
nobody
picture.
knows what's going on behind that picture.
No.
Y'all just going based off the outfits y'all see, the Mercedes y'all see, the his and hers, our house, his and her trucks and cars and stuff. Half that stuff just be made up fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just base your life or anything that you feel like on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like that's good for your soul, because you're going to feel like you're not worthy enough. But you are. You just have to wait your turn.
Yeah.
But see, my thing about that is like you looking at that part, but then you have room to judge the next person that's dealing with all the BS that you deal with.
Right.
But they got money involved. Like, they're looking at the ugly too, but you got the nerve to say something about what they going through. You going through it, you just broke. You got no money.
But
You still trying to figure it out.
they ain't
just
going to
like
want
the
them
rest
to
of
know
us.
that, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody got to flex. Everything got to be a flex for social media. It don't have to always be like that.
Right.
If they took social media away
What they gonna
for
do?
a year or longer or forever, I don't think that we'll go insane.
I wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't either.
I would.
Because and I'm really speaking on the younger generation. That's how they're brought up. They're brought up on social media. Like, it's
yeah.
been a thing for them.
Yeah.
That's all they know is technology. That's all they know is social media. Us, on the other hand, we grew up without that anyway.
Yeah.
Until we got in those years where we knew how to use the platforms, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. But I just feel like, I can deal without it. But I just know that it'll cause a lot of ruckus if social media was taken away. But I just feel like a lot of the stuff that go on social media is like really affecting our children, the newer generation coming up as
'Cause
well.
They feel like it's okay. They're like, oh, it's on the internet. It's okay.
When no.
Like, it's not. But it's
And
not
the
okay.
parental control, is that whatever that's called? That doesn't work either. These parents still be letting their kids look at any and everything and not care and wonder where their kids get it from. Grown. And then you got other kids that's rubbing off on the kids that's getting it from at school. Because if I have a child and I don't allow them to listen to certain stuff in my house, and they go to school and they come home and they know a song that they shouldn't know, I'm gonna know they got it from school, which means it's another parent that has a child who is allowing their child to do any and everything, probably because they don't really care as well. They just letting the child do whatever, as long as they out their way.
I'm not gonna say that they don't care, and the reason why I say that is because you have those parents that are out there and doing the best that they can, but they're being a parent from what they were taught.
Touche.
So when you are talking about raising a child, now mind y'all, I don't have no children.
Neither do I.
I got a really big family though, so I've taken a big part in helping raising some kids.
Same.
But when you think about that, you really have to think about how they were raised.
That's
Like,
it. All starts at home.
It all
You're
starts
absolutely
at
right.
home, and it starts with the grandmas and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, my grandparents were a big part of my life. Big part of my
Mine
life.
too, child. Ooh.
So yeah, so like, you got these grandparents now. Like, when I get ready to decide to have a child, my parents are gonna probably be like 70. Like, they're like 66 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're gonna be older. So yeah, my child gonna be in shape. Like,
For sure.
and they gonna know it. So you, just because they learned it from school, you still have to reiterate when they get home.
Right.
So when they get home, you just have to, hey, look, that ain't what we do. That's not how you was raised. I don't care what they doing. That ain't this and this ain't it.
Yep.
Exactly. Okay, so cool. Now we're going to look at this thing over a business aspect. Now, I definitely have something to say about that. With me being an entrepreneur, I have so many tips for the women out there who think that they cannot do it. If you think that if you want to start a business, You want to start a corporation, you want to start a boutique, whatever it is that you want to do. If you think in it, it can happen. And I can only say that because I am a nail tech. I'm a nail technician, nail artist, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? This is a Nail Tech Chronicles podcast. We're in the nail salon, my nail salon as we speak. Okay. You have to look at things from your perspective. If you're on social media, because that's exactly what we're talking about. If you're on social media and you're like, oh, I wanna do hair, I wanna do lashes, I wanna do this, I wanna own this, I wanna own that. You're flipping down Instagram, right? And you're just looking at everybody who's doing it, right? You're not even trying to see how long they've done it, what it took for them to get there, or what gave them the idea to do it. You just know that that's what you want to do. But let me tell you something. If you're a girl and you want to own something, it has to be from what you want to do. You can't do anything based off social media. Okay? Because you're going to try to copy one person's atmosphere or whatever it is that they're doing, and you got to realize you're in a whole nother situation, whole nother state, whole nother area. They may be in New York City where it's millions of people. How many ever people live there? You know what I'm saying? And then you are living in the country where it's not really that many people that, you know what I'm saying, would, you know, do whatever it is. You get what I'm saying.
But you gotta try.
You do have to try.
That's the problem,
and that's
with
society
today.
That's what I want them to realize.
You gotta try.
You have to try, but you have to also understand that if this is something that you really want to do, you're going to put your own mind into it, your own ideas, your own everything. You can't do, your dream can't be based off somebody else's dream.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm a nail technician and I started doing nails in 2012. I'm still doing it to this day. This is my 12th year doing nails, y'all. Like that's a celebration. But I just want y'all to realize, like, I came from the bottom. Like, I built it from ground up. If there's something you want to do, you got to build it from ground up. You can't start from where that person has started. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know what it took for them to get to where they got.
That's true.
You have to build it on your own. You have to figure it out on your own to see if this is something you really want to do.
You have to commit to it.
Exactly. You can't be, I wanna. You're going to actually have to do it if that's what you want. If you can dream it, it can really happen.
That's just like with me being a bartender now. It's really funny now that we sit here talking about it.
Yeah.
Cause like when I graduated high school, like I ain't want to go to college. I ain't want to do none of that.
Really?
But my folks weren't having it. They was like, you finna get a job or you finna go to school. But what you gonna do is you gonna give me 1 year. Now, if you don't like it, if it ain't working, we'll figure out something else.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do hair. Like in high school, I was working up under my godmom and one of my godmoms. Well, I consider my
girl, your godmama.
Yeah. Anyway, but I was working up under her in high school. You know, just making extra money, and I just really loved that salon atmosphere. Like somebody had made a post and they was like, "We need the old salons back." Like they made a difference.
Just like they saying they need $25 nails back. No, y'all don't. Maybe this something like this about $175.
Yeah, but I was working up under her and I was so determined to do hair. Like I was like, that's what I want to do. They was like, nah, you gonna get a degree first, and then you can do hair. So I went out to school. Actually did better in college than I did in high school.
So did I. I graduated with a honors 3-point-something GPA in college with a degree and graduated with like a 2.6 in high school. But I guess because I didn't realize what a GPA was for real until I got to college. So it's just like, it was definitely a big difference. So for sure.
When I did that, I moved to Georgia because I still wanted to do hair. I was like, I don't care. I still want to do hair. Went to cosmetology school. That wasn't it. That ain't for me. I'm good.
Well,
started bartending and been bartending ever since.
Well, Bree, is there anything that you wanted to do? Is there any way, shape, or form you wanted to be an entrepreneur, and it's just something you thought that you wasn't gonna never be able to do?
I always have my thoughts, you know, as far as that, like entrepreneurship. You know, I'm in social work, so I'm thinking about something totally different on
It depends on the mental level, like something we really wouldn't understand.
Well, no.
No,
What do you mean?
I don't know.
No.
Is it
like,
the shot, bro?
You know, it's like entrepreneurship. What I mean by that, like having like my own private practice or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like where,
And then it's not for everybody.
yeah,
It is not for everybody. That is the realest.
because I can't see it.
I mean, it really ain't. Like, to
see it.
be a really successful entrepreneur, it's just not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Like, you really got to be realistic with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah, because you got some people who done open their businesses and close them and don't want to go back to it because that's just not their thing anymore, or that may just be something they don't want to do.
Yeah, I had a homeboy. He wanted to do party promoting, and I was like, you know, cool, I help you with it.
Mm-hmm.
Concert was a flop.
Word. So he just gave up, huh?
Gave up. Didn't want to hear about it no more. I'm like, you get your first flight. Come on. And then you doing it in a city where don't nobody know about it. I mean, don't nobody know you.
Right.
So, like, you ain't even try.
Yeah.
You just like, oh, I got the money. Let me go do this. No.
It all
That's
goes
not how
back
that
to
work.
It all goes back to the fact that you have to like what you're doing. Like you have to,
Yeah.
like
most
this has to
definitely.
be your dream, not nobody else's that you saw do this or they got rich doing that or whatever the case is. Like this has to be something that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I'm sorry, I can't sell you nothing. I'm not a seller. I'm not a seller. I tried to sell knives when I was like 15. Okay.
Everybody tried to sell knives.
I can sell that.
That
Oh,
came to
baby,
my
I-
dough, and
I didn't get my first job until I was 21, and I barely was at that job for 3 weeks before I just started just doing nails. But I've never sold knives.
No.
Everybody was doing it in high school and all
Yeah.
that
I
stuff.
didn't
But
sell no knives. Like, anytime they sent me something to, like...
I tried.
Yeah, anytime they sent me something at school, like, to go sell or something, like, you know, you take it home to your mama.
yeah,
I used to give it to my mama. Like, I
No,
was never into
because
that. Like,
people was getting these jobs thinking they was getting a real job, not knowing what it really was. It was
Yeah.
like, man,
Are you talking about the people that used to walk on the streets like in the all white?
I think and knock on their door and actually sell the knives, forks
Or the,
and spoons.
you know, the vacuums. I think they were selling vacuums at one
Oh
point.
no!
They was walking around selling vacuums
No.
at one point.
No.
And then it was the knives. I was trying to be one of those people. So
You start
Yeah.
selling knives. Buttermilk knives. Freddie Jack.
that was very sharp. That was very sharp. It was real nice. Real nice.
You know what? Okay, so let's move on.
Real nice.
Everybody don't have to be recorded. What's your intake on that?
Everything.
Girl, speak your piece.
Don't do that.
I've been waiting because I really want to hear what you have to say about this.
Okay, so everything is recorded nowadays. Like, you can, like, I absolutely love TikTok. I'm addicted to TikTok. Like,
Me too, Slip.
when I go out of town, I'm like, let me get on TikTok. Like, I am, you know, and no judgment to the people with that love the TikTok shop into me, you know,
Girl, I
like,
can't trust it.
I ain't never
can't
ordered
do
off
it.
of there either, but
I can't do it.
I
Y'all.
haven't either.
I can't do it.
my biggest thing is, like, you see everything and you see things that you should not see, but the crazy thing about it is not that it was never going on. It's not that it was never new. We just never saw it, and it wasn't so prevalent
Yeah.
to, like, oh, let me get on social media and see what this, that, and the third, all of this. Like, well, why do you even have that on camera? Like, I was literally at work in my part-time, and one of my coworkers scrolling on Facebook. We see an accident. It's a whole dead body just, you know, laying on the street. Why are you recording it? Like,
That's graphic.
but what made you record it?
Graphic content.
No.
I'd be scared.
But no, it's no content. When you see something like that,
Everybody do it for views.
they do. And that's sad, because just me seeing that, it's just like, what made you get out of your car you had nothing to do with none of what was going on
Mm-hmm.
to get out and record that. Like, you have no respect for nobody. You ain't got no respect for that person's family. I don't care what they did. You ain't got and it's like nowadays that's something that's just like known. Like, that's not the first video I've seen like that.
Because you got the people that be like, what happened? What happened? Every time somebody posts somebody that died.
But if somebody asks you what happened, why do you have to send them that video?
Or video in the comments. Y'all send them explaining what happened. Oh, video in the comments.
Yeah, like, why do you have to, like, I seen another video, man, sliced up. Like, what are we doing?
And see,
You got children having sex just because they think it's cool.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
on camera, like, what?
Yeah.
What? It's not that it was not going on. It's just the fact that you can really see it.
Right.
And it's bothering. It bothers me to my core. Because I'm like, who the what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what possessed you to do any of that?
Right.
Using lights.
I
But
know I went a
see,
little deeper
another
now, but
thing-
I just be like,
And see,
what?
let me go deeper on that. Another thing is when you see these people recording these people, these dead bodies, these like anything traumatic that can happen, you got
Right.
people scrolling. These same people who got the same people that it happened to their family. You got this lady scrolling and see this little boy by her son age done got killed in the street. That's the same thing that happened to her son.
Right.
Now she has to mentally relive what happened to her son because it's all over social media. That is how social media can be mentally draining. It has nothing to really, I'm not going to say nothing. Let me take that back. It has a lot to do with business, has a lot to do with family, relationship goals, stuff like that. But when you got people that have went through traumatic events, it's not something they want to keep replaying in their head.
And it's even, it's even recording fights. Like, when we used to get into it with folks, that wasn't the first thing we did. We didn't pull out no phone like,
Bruh, none of my fights were ever recorded. Bruh.
Yeah, like, but I didn't even fight like that. Like, I had a mouthpiece on me, and I'm tall. So when I get to talking, and you see that I look aggressive, people really they don't really like. So I've never really fought like that. Like, I've gotten a fight, but I ain't never really, like, just been out in these streets, like, but
Yeah.
never did it. It's not me. I'm too cute for that. But,
Yeah, pretty.
but at a certain point, you have to let people know, like, you can handle yourself. Like,
Yeah.
just because I'm a pretty face don't mean you just finna handle me any type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
like, it's even to that, too. I'm just, my whole thing, it's just, like, I can get on there and just find anything I want to. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It's disheartening.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's people out here that's going through it. And when they see it, they got to relive it again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like even me. I lost a ex-boyfriend at a really young age. I was 19, 20, about to be 21.
Mm-hmm.
And he was murdered. So now when I see, like, it took me a long time to watch the first 48 again. Because I felt like I was going to see him on them.
Damn.
So it's just like, with that being said, it's like, just why are y'all leaving? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, so moving forward, we got on that topic. Life courses, dealing with personal life. What's your intake on that?
As far as social media goes, I think we kind of talked about it with the relationship goals at the beginning.
Okay.
I just feel like, we just kind of judge our own lives based off of what we see on social media, and I feel like we just need to stop. Just, stop altogether. I feel like that's mentally draining, always trying to compete with the Joneses and, keep up with the latest trends and, like, I don't know. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
just,
I like keeping up with the latest trends.
I mean, like,
No. I get what you're saying. I got you. But
yeah, like, you know, like just stuff that's like mentally draining, like as far as like relationships and like trying to, you know.
I've done it before.
Or
I can
like
be honest and say that.
Us as single women with no kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like some women, it's mentally draining, you know,
Most definitely.
without me even just having to say it, you know. I feel like it gets to
really
a point.
is. It is.
It's mentally draining.
Like, you know, we were talking before, you know, we started, and I was just like, you know, I had to take a social media break.
Yeah.
Delete every single app. The only app I had on my phone was some games. So
You got games on your phone?
Yep. Anytime the kids came, you got games on your phone, come on, let's play. Like, because I just really had to take a break because, like you said, single, no kids, and I like to give myself a pat on the back, you know, because it's a lot that I've been through, but I love it. Like, I can sit here right now and tell you in 2024, I love it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
6 days in.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But, you know, I started this year off doing exactly what I wanted to do was absolutely nothing.
Girl, same. Oh my God.
Took off from every job. I did absolutely nothing but what I wanted to do. And just, you know, enjoying this week off, you know, just not really just having to do anything, pay attention to anything. This gonna be a good year. Like,
I feel that too. I feel like this gonna be a good year.
It's gonna be a year. And
especially for Geminis. No, I've really been seeing all. It's like Geminis has been trending all month of January. We've actually been trending since Christmas. I don't know what's going on. Like,
and Leos.
Girl, y'all ain't got nothing.
We have.
I haven't seen that one Leo.
I've been seeing a lot.
It's only because you're one.
Yeah, she follows.
No, it's like all of my friends, like they be posting it and stuff. I get, well, maybe all of them Leos or something. I don't know.
Girl, okay. So let's leave
Shout
the
out to the big Leos, big Leo.
Big Gemini.
Big
they
Gemini.
Hate us.
Big
they
energy.
Hate us
I don't hate
Big
y'all.
2024.
I love Geminis.
Oh, well, we get along, though.
Well, then, you know, that was the perfect Gemini right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Geminis and Leo get little.
Please. Don't stop.
Okay.
But Geminis and Leos get along very well.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
One of my very closest friends is a Gemini, and we went to college together. Lived in college together. You know, they say when you live with a friend, y'all most of the time y'all ain't friends no more. Like,
Yeah, I got a friend like that.
She ain't going nowhere. I don't care if she don't talk to me for months. She's not going nowhere.
Yeah, one of my best friends was my roommate, and we still best friends, but we kind of like
but
long
you pick
distance.
Up, we definitely long distance, but you pick up where you left off because you
always, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know who you talking to.
And then we're adults. We live in our own lives. Like, I don't really expect nothing to be too, you know.
Yeah, but stuff be going on, and you know when when that's a good friend to you when they let you know that something's going on. Like, you can go for months at a time.
That's
but
me.
But
I'm
when
that friend.
I'm definitely that. But
I
when
can
they
go
hit you up
months.
and say, you know, something's wrong, then you just know, hey, this, that, and the third. But yeah.
All right, cool. So to wrap up this thing with the last segment, depression, but why? Why are you depressed? Why do you feel like everything that's going on social media is causing you to be depressed? Like we said the whole episode, you don't have to feel alone. You don't have to feel like you're missing out on your blessing because it hasn't came to you yet. You have to just realize what it is that you want, not based off what you see on social media. Because like Bree said, everything that's glitter and gold. And you can't base your life or your beliefs or anything that you want to do based off somebody else's life. It'll never work that way. You just got to have faith in yourself. You got to have faith in whoever higher power or whoever higher God you tend to. You have to realize that it's whatever you want, not what the next person got. And that's just what it is. Thank you guys so much for coming on episode 6 of Treasure Talks. I just want to introduce these guys. I know we're supposed to do that at the beginning, but it's okay because we're going to put your names at the little thing at the bottom. This is Bree.
Hi.
And this is Annie.
Hey.
And of course, y'all know host Whitney. Treasure Talks, Treasure Nails. Yes.
That part.
Yes. Everybody in the room, product of Treasure Nails. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please leave your comments, concerns underneath. Like, subscribe. Like I said before, comment. If you feel like it's something that we touched on that you can relate to, put in the comments whatever your situation was. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need to be prayed upon, if you feel like you need to be prayed on, just put whatever it is in the comments and I'll be sure to do whatever it is I need to do between me and God. Y'all know how we do. Thank y'all so much for joining Treasure Talks, and we are out.
Peace.